यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनातीरावनचारी यमुनातीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा कुंज बिहारी राधा कुंज बिहारी राधा कुंज बिहारी राधे जय गौरनिथाय 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. जय मिश्रपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस एसी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी शील प्रभुपाद की ISKCON में beautiful Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhiraye Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Neshtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So reading from Canto 7, chapter 10, verse number 70. So today we'll have a class in English only, not in Hindi. So verse 66. We'll just 2-3 verses have only translation, so we'll read only translation and we'll go till 70. '67. Sharam Danushit Sandhaya Muhurte Abhijitishvaraha Dadahaten Durbedya Harota Tripuro Nripa. My dear King Yudhishthir, the most powerful Lord Shiva, joined the arrows to his bow, and at noon he set fire to all the 3 residences of the demons and thus destroyed them. 68. Divi Dundubhayo Nedur Vimana Shatashankulaha Sankula Devarshi Pitar Siddhesha Jayati Kusumotkarehi Avakiran Jagur Hrishta Nantru Chapsaro Ganaha. Seated in their airplanes in the sky, the inhabitants of the higher planetary systems beat many kettle drums. The demigod saints, pitas, siddhas, and various great personalities showered flowers on the head of Lord Shiva, wishing him all victory, and the apsaras began to dance and chant with great pleasure. Evam Dagdva Purastishro Bhagavan Puraha Nripa Brahma Dibhi Stuyamanaha Swamdama Pratyapadyata O King Yudhishthir, thus Lord Shiva is known as Tripurari, the annihilator of the three dwellings of the demons, because he burned these dwellings to ashes. Being worshipped by the demigods, headed by Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva returned to his own abode. So text 70. Evam vidhani asya harer swamayaya vidambamanasya nrlokamatmanah Viryani gitani rishibir jagadgurur lokam punanani aparam vadami kim evam vidanyasya hare swamayaya vidambamanasya nrlokamatmanah Viryani gitani rishibir jagadgurur lokam punanani aparam vidami kim evam vidanyasya harer swamayaya vidambamanasya nrlokamatmanah Viryani gitani rishabir jagadgurur lokam punananya param vadamyakim evam vidanyasya hare So word by word meaning. Evam vidani, in this way, asya, of Krishna, Hare, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Swamayaya, by his transcendental potencies, Vidambamanasya, acting like an ordinary human being, Nirlokam, within human society, Atmanaha, of him, Viryani, transcendental activities. Gitani, narrations. Rishibhihi, by great saintly persons. Jagat Guruho, of the Supreme Master. Lokam, all the planetary systems. Punanani, purifying. Aparam, what else? Vadami kim, can I say? Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The Lord, Sri Krishna, appeared as a human being, yet He performed many uncommon and wonderful pastimes by His own potency. How can I say more about His activities than what has already been said by great saintly persons? Everyone can be purified by His activities simply by hearing about them from the right source. Purport. Bhagavad Gita and all the Vedic literatures fully explain that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, appears in human society as an ordinary human being, but acts very uncommonly for the well-being of the entire world. One should not be influenced by the illusory energy and think Lord Krishna to be an ordinary human being. Those who really seek the absolute truth come to the understanding that Krishna is everything. Vasudeva Samamiti. Such great souls are very rare. Nonetheless, if one studies the entire Bhagavad Gita as it is, Krishna is very easy to understand. The Krishna consciousness movement is just trying to make Krishna known all over the world as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. If people take to this movement seriously, their lives as human beings will be successful. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakya Chakshurulmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swa Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagarjatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Vitamscha Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Niti Namani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarini Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratvishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So I take the blessings of all the devotees so that I can speak something on this verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. So 2-3 days back we heard from Sharad Purnima Prabhu how the intense fight that happened between demigods and demons. So the demons took, of course, Sharad Purnima Prabhu elaborated very nicely. So this is the conclusion of that story is just coming here. So after that whole battle took place, so Krishna in the form of calf and Brahmaji in the form of cow comes and drinks all the nectar from that Amrita Sanjeevani. So that nectar, and because of that, so then Mayadanava says that, so it is the arrangement of the Lord. It's a will of providence that whatever nectar I have created, so it is now completely removed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, so ultimately, then again, so Krishna intervened in this pastime because Lord Shiva actually got discouraged. So, so Lord Shiva was thinking, so because he had created that nectar. I mean, when he was fighting, so Mayadanava, when he killed all the demons, so Mayadanava put all the demons inside that nectar. So when the demons so drank that nectar, then again they came back to life. So Lord Shiva was very much discouraged. So Lord Shiva, then Lord Krishna inspired Lord Shiva. Again, actually Krishna actually provided everything for Lord Shiva. So Krishna provided a chariot, an inexhaustible set of arrows, quiver, then one shield. So and Krishna inspired Lord Shiva again to go and fight. So this time when because Lord already drank all the nectar, so in the form of calf, so then the demons did not have any other way to become alive again. So when this time when Lord Shiva actually fought the battle, he destroyed all the three suspending buildings that Mayadanava made. So he set fire to all those three buildings, so made of gold, silver and iron. So and all the demons, they got burned to death actually. So all the demons, asuras, died. And so then we read the translation how all the demigods, they threw flowers and they celebrated. All the apsaras danced, Gandharvas sang. So everybody were showering flowers on Lord Shiva actually. But here we see in this like many all other pastimes, even though the Lord is there, he actually provided everything. He actually supported the demigods, and he supported actually Lord Shiva also. And because of which Lord Shiva actually won the war, isn't it? But in the end, all the credit is going to Lord Shiva. So here also we see, just like in that, so Lord Shiva drank that wish which is coming out of that Samadra Manthan Leela. So Krishna gave the credit to Lord Shiva. So here also Krishna is giving the credit to Lord Shiva. And everybody is here, in this whole pastime, Lord Shiva becomes the hero. So we see how Lord Krishna is very much eager that all the devotees get the credit for whatever success that is happening in this world. So that is one nice lesson we see. Then Narada Muni, he concludes this whole chapter. So this is the last verse of this whole chapter. So in this whole chapter we saw how, just a brief summary, so how we saw this Lord Narasimhadev was not consolable. So whoever was trying to, all the demigods, they wanted to approach Narasimhadev, but he was not getting consoled. He was very angry. Then at last Prahlad came. He wanted to console. When he consoled Narasimhadev, he offered prayers. Then Narasimhadev immediately became very pacified. So then, so Narasimhadev was very pleased. So Narasimhadev told Prahlad Maharaj that, so whatever you want, you please ask me. Then Prahlad Maharaj said that, so how can I ask anything to you, O Lord Narasimhadev? So I am not if somebody asks you anything, so it is just like doing some business with the Lord. So I ask you something and you give me something. So that means devotion service has some ulterior motive. So I don't want anything from you, Lord Narasimhadev. So Prahlad Maharaj says like that. So Prahlad Maharaj says this very nice thing. He says that exchanges of devotion service for lusty desires are always very prominent. As soon as lusty desires awaken, one's senses, mind, life, soul, religious principles, patience, intelligence, shyness, beauty, strength, memory and truthfulness are all vanquished. So Prahlad Maharaj is saying that when we do devotion service, and at the same time we have desires for all these things, lusty desires, then one senses, mind, life, soul, religious principles, patience, intelligence, beauty, strength, memory, truthfulness are all destroyed. So it is a very shocking verse spoken by Prahlad Maharaj. So one can render unalloyed devotion service only when there are no material desires in one's mind. So Prahlad Maharaj says that if at all one asks something in return for devotion service, so it is like doing business. So how can I do business with you? So in spite of saying all these things, still Narsimha Bhagwan gave some benedictions. He blessed Prahlad Maharaj that you will live for, by this end of this Manvantara incarnation, this lifetime of one Manvantara. So till then you will rule this whole kingdom. And at the end of this life, and the whole life you will be very happy and prosperous. And at this end of this lifetime, you will come back home, back to Godhead. So that was a benediction given by Lord Narsimha. So, but in return, Prahlad Maharaj asked just one thing. He said that even though my father Hiranyakashipu committed so many atrocious activities, please kindly deliver my father. So Prahlad Maharaj made this one request to Hiranyakashipu. So then, so after that, Lord Brahma also prayed, offered many prayers to Hiranyakashipu, to Narsimhadev. And Narsimhadev gave one warning. Henceforth, you should not give these kind of benedictions, unwanted benedictions to asuras. So after saying this, Narsimhadev was very upset with Brahmaji. Then after saying this, he left and he disappeared actually. And after this, Brahma and Shukracharya installed Prahlad Maharaj on the throne of the king. So after this, we come to this shloka today. So this shloka is actually spoken by Narada Muni. He tells Yudhishthir. He says that Sri Krishna appeared as a normal human being, yet he performed many uncommon and wonderful pastimes by his own potency. So we see how Lord's pastimes are wonderful and at the same time it is uncommon. So we'll see how Lord is, first of all, before seeing how Lord's pastimes are uncommon, we'll see how Lord is uncommon. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva yonishu kaunteya murtaya sambhavanti saha tasam brahma mahadyonir aham bija pradapita. So Krishna says, I am the seed-giving father of all the living entities in this world. So means what? So Krishna is not only the father of all of us, he is also living entities of each and every bird, each and every animals, reptiles, the plants, the insects, the herbs, so the trees, even the demigods. So Krishna says, I am the father of all the living entities. So when Krishna took birth in this mortal world 5000 years back, so Krishna was born from externally he was born from Vasudev and Devaki. So he may seem like he is a Kshatriya. Or later he was raised by Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda. So people may call him as a Vaishya. But still, all the Brahmanas were there at that time. So they all knew that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And they all, whenever they saw Krishna, they would pay obeisance to Lord Krishna. So that is not very common actually. For example, whenever there was any great king would rule the kingdom, the king would always take guidance from the Brahmanas. But when Krishna was there at that time, even though externally he was born as a Vaishya or a Kshatriya, so all the Brahmanas would offer him prayers, all the rishis would respect him, offer obeisances. So Krishna was definitely known as, he was by great saintly person as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Lord Brahma also prays, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. So Krishna's body is Satchidananda Vigraha. So just like we say, if you have a doll which is made of Piti Shakar, Piti Shakar is powdered sugar. If you make a doll made of PT Shakar, anywhere you put your finger and you touch it with your tongue, so it will appear very sweet. Isn't it? Wherever you touch on the head or you touch on the stomach or you touch on the leg, so and you put your finger on your mouth, so it will always appear very sweet. It will taste very sweet. So similarly, Krishna's body is Sachidananda. So Krishna's body is not like our body, made of blood, mucus, bile, or air. So Krishna's body is completely spiritual, Sachidananda Vigraha. So this example Radhashambhur says in one of his lectures. So Krishna's body is completely spiritual. So that's the difference. For example, if you see a body of a robo or human body or Krishna's body, a robo's body is what? It is completely made of gross material elements, isn't it? So, but human body is composed of both the things. So it is a gross body, but inside the region of the heart there is spirit soul. So human body is both spiritual and material. But Krishna's body is completely spiritual. So that's the difference between a robo and a human body and Krishna's body. So in Bhagavad Gita 4.4 verse, Arjuna is saying, Aparam bhavato janma param janma vivasvataha katam etad vijaniyam tvamado proktavanitihi. So Arjuna says, the sun god Vivasvan is senior by birth to you. How am I to understand that in the beginning you instructed this science to him? So here we see Arjuna is in a mood of a very humble servant. He is asking this question. So Arjuna is not challenging Krishna. Oh, Krishna, how do you say that, Vivasvan is senior to you? How can I trust you that you spoke this Bhagavad Gita long, many millions of years back to Vivasvan? But Arjuna, in a very humble mood, he is asking, how am I to understand that in the beginning you instructed this science to him? So in this, most of these points are from Radhashambhu's lecture. So there it is mentioned, Radhashambhu quotes Ramanujacharya's commentaries. So what all the other questions Arjuna is asking? So in his birth, so the way in which Sri Krishna answers Arjuna's question justifies the constituting of his question in this way. Is his birth, who is supreme, all knowledgeable, true to his vow, the same nature as that of the gods, men, etc., who are subject to karma? So this question Arjuna is asking, according to Ramanujacharya's commentary. So, and again Arjuna is asking, is the birth of Supreme Being as the incarnate a real fact or a mere illusory phenomenon produced by a magician's art? Indrajala divita nitya kim va satyameva. Is his birth real? What is the mode of his birth? Katam janma prakaraha. So what is the nature of his body? What is the manner of his birth? What is the nature of his body of his? What is the cause of his birth? To what end is he born? Kimatmakaha ayam deha kascha janme hetuhu kadacha janma kimartam va janma iti. So we should, there Srila Prabhupada says that, so even though Krishna is, by externally he is born 5000 years back, so Srila Prabhupada gives the example of the sun. Just like the sun rises in a place and it sets, for example, sun rises in Pune and sets again during sunset time. But in some other place, the sun is already there. Sun rises from some other place. So even though externally it seems the sun sets here, some other place it is already rising. So in one way we can say that sun is never setting actually. Even though it appears that sun is setting, it is always visible to somebody else in some other country. So Krishna's appearance is also like that. Even though Krishna appears, takes birth in some place and he disappears, so Krishna always performs his pastimes in different places in this universe. So it is said that when Krishna is performing Janmashtami during Janmashtami day, so when that Janmashtami is over, in another universe he again celebrates Janmashtami. So when that Janmashtami day is over, then in some other place he again celebrates Janmashtami. So this Janmashtami pastime is going on every day, in somewhere in this creation. So again, Arjuna is saying, Param Brahma, Param Dhamma, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. So Arjuna is saying, you are the supreme personality of Godhead, the ultimate abode, the purest, the absolute truth. You are the eternal, transcendental, original person, the unborn. So once when Markandeya Rishi, so he wanted, he was eager to know about the Maya Shakti of the Lord. So Krishna wanted, it is said that Markandeya Rishi had almost 7 kalpas. His life duration was 7 kalpas. So he has actually seen many cosmic annihilation, cosmic destruction. So because he was very eager to see that, so during his lifetime there was one cosmic pralaya was happening. So at that time when pralaya happened, so he was in the ocean of devastation. At that time he saw on a banyan tree, Krishna was sucking his own toe in one of the banyan tree leaf. So at that time, so Markandeya Rishi, he was very amazed at that sight. So he went to that child and he asked, so who are you, my dear child? So what is your identity? Please reveal your identity. So then Krishna replied, O Markandeya. So in fact Krishna actually says, my dear child to Markandeya actually. So Krishna says, my dear child Markandeya, so I am Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I am Adi Purusha, so I am the original Purusha, and I always exist, even before this creation took place, even during the creation, during the maintenance, and even after destruction, I always exist. So, and after saying all these things, Lord Krishna actually, who was residing on this banyan tree leaf, actually gave benediction to Markandeya Rishi that you will have unfailing memory and you have Ichamrityu also. So we see that, of course, there are many pastimes like this where Krishna's activities are uncommon. We see in the pastime of when Krishna and Sudama, they passed out of this Sandipani Muni's ashram, Krishna and Balram. So at the time Krishna asked, Sandipani Muni asked Krishna and Balram that they asked for some Guru Dakshina. So what can I pay you? So that time Sandipani Muni asked, so one of, so our son has been, he passed away, he died actually. So can you please, so Sandipani Muni was actually knowing that Krishna and Balram are not ordinary living beings. So they are in fact Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Sandipani Muni asked Krishna and Balram that, can you please give back my son? So at that time, Krishna and Balram actually went to the ocean. And there they came to know that, so this demon which is residing in the ocean actually has taken the son of our Guru. So Krishna fought and killed that demon and got that Panchajanya Shank. So, and but there, so they could not find the son of Sandipani Muni. So then Krishna and Balram, Krishna went to the abode of Yamaloka. So there they found that the son of Sandipani Muni was there. So Yamaraj was very happy to receive Krishna there. And when then Yamaraj actually returned the son of Sandipani Muni to Krishna actually. So in fact Yamaraj actually wanted to take darshan of Lord Krishna. So that is why Yamaraj actually took the son of Sandipani Muni. The same thing we see how, so this kind of pastimes actually nobody can do actually. Apart from the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, nobody else can perform this pastime. So that's why Sandipani Muni actually asked this favor from Lord Krishna. So we see in the pastime of one of Varuna Dev's servant actually took Nanda Maharaj while he was taking bath in Yamuna. So when so Krishna actually went inside the Yamuna river. In fact, he actually went inside the abode of Varuna Dev, and he met with Varuna Dev, and he actually saw Nanda Maharaj actually saw all these things happening. Actually, Krishna is meeting Varuna Dev, and Varuna Dev is actually apologizing for the mistake which one of his servant has committed. And there Nanda Maharaj is actually received well by Varuna Dev also, because Varuna Dev knows that this Nanda Maharaj is actually the father of Krishna. And when Krishna came, Varuna Dev also paid very wonderful respect to Krishna also. And Varuna Dev actually begs forgiveness. Then actually then after Varuna Dev is expressing Krishna his respects and saying many wonderful prayers, then Krishna and Nanda Maharaj actually returns from there back to the banks of the river Yamuna. And we see in the pastime of even when once in Dwaraka that this Brahmana came running to Krishna that, so in the kingdom you are not running properly. So what is this that all my sons have died? So it is said that when the kingdom is running, when the king is ruling the kingdom very nicely, so inauspicious things don't happen. So there is no untimely death. It never happens that children die before their parents. But in this case it was happening like that. So all the sons of the Brahmana, they actually start dying one after the other. So each time the son was dying, so this Brahmana was coming and complaining. So then, so Arjuna was very unhappy that in our kingdom of Yudhishthir, this is actually happening. So then Arjuna said, this time I won't. So when the ninth son was born, about to take birth, so Arjuna promised the Brahmana, don't worry, with my Gandiva bow and arrows, I will personally protect your son from, your son's soul from leaving the body, leaving the body. So even though Arjuna was with his arrows and Gandiva bow was trying to protect, so still the ninth child also died. So then so Krishna, Arjuna was, because Arjuna had promised that if I don't protect your ninth or tenth child, I will personally enter the fire and commit suicide. So like that Arjuna promised. So the tenth child had also died. So Arjuna thought that now I have to commit suicide. So Arjuna was about to enter fire. That time Krishna stopped. So actually, then Krishna told that it's not because that the kingdom is not ruled by Yudhishthira Maharaj Prabhu. So everything is happening very nicely, but this is a supreme will of Lord that this is happening. Let us go and meet Lord Vishnu. So, so Krishna took Arjuna and so with a transcendental chariot, a very special chariot. So they pierce the coverings of the universe. So they pierce earth, water, fire. So there are so many coverings of the universe. So all these layers, the chariot actually pierced and went. And Arjuna was very surprised to see all these things happening actually, because previously he never went to the end of the universe, and now he is piercing. Now their chariot is piercing the layer of the universe and going. And directly Krishna took the chariot to the abode of Mahavishnu. So there, so when Krishna actually, the chariot and Arjuna came in front of Mahavishnu. So at that time Mahavishnu actually smiled. So at Krishna and Arjuna. And Mahavishnu actually paid obeisance to Krishna and Arjuna. And Mahavishnu said that actually I want to take the darshan of both of you. So that's why I took away the sons of that Brahmana. So Mahavishnu then gave all the sons of the Brahmana, all the 10 sons back to Arjuna. So Arjuna and Krishna, so along with the 10 sons, living sons, as it is. So all the 10 sons were in the form of the babies. So Krishna and Arjuna brought all the 10 babies back. So again the chariot pierced through the coverings of the universe. The chariot came inside the universe. And Arjuna and Krishna bought the chariot and gave all the 10 sons back to the Brahmana. Seeing this, Brahmana was very happy. So that's what. So as Narada Muni is saying to Yudhishthira Maharaj, so these wonderful qualities of Krishna are very uncommon, and so also the pastimes of Krishna. So these pastimes are also uncommon. So and these pastimes are very rare to see. And so our activities and the things that we do in this world are bound by illusory energy. So we are controlled by the three modes of material nature, whereas the Lord's pastimes are uncommon, and his pastimes are also very uncommon. So we will stop here. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I did not prepare properly also. Like last minute preparation. Yesterday only.